All right, y'all. So tonight we're going to be working to put on our heat shield. So there were some instructions that came with it, just didn't see it through all the packaging. So it did come with all the hardware. They are not rivets like I was expecting them to be, but that's not a big deal. So we've already cleaned it as per the instructions. Had to go inside, get some tape real quick. We're going to get it taped up, rough mock of where it's going to be. And then once we get that done, I'll be right back with y'all. All right, so we've got everything kind of mock in place. We've got just, some painter's tape holding it in place. It's going to be kind of difficult to show some of these pieces because I do have to get underneath the vehicle. I'm trying not to raise it up. But we'll be starting with 2 of the screws on the bottom side. This is just to make sure that there's no gap on the bottom of the bumper. Once we get that done, we'll start moving upward and then probably finish out right on top, right kind of where this one piece of tape is in the center here. So far, I mean, we haven't even really begun the install other than the test fitting. It could be a little better. I did notice, right here, it doesn't really come in all that well on the bumper, and I'm not quite sure why. But we've got it as far over as we can get it. But this curve here is substantially sharper than the curve that's allotted here, so it's not too big of an issue. We'll just kind of mess around and see a couple of things. Maybe not do this side just yet, and see if we can get this kind of molded back over. But neither here nor there right now. We're just gonna get the rest of it put up and bolted together, and yeah, we will have our heat shield in tonight. All right, so we did get the 2 of these drilled and installed. So now we're just going to kind of work our way up and across and get the rest of these. I think we've got 9 put in to secure this, and we will be done. All right, y'all. So it is a new day. As you can see, it is daylight out now. So we got to get to this point here. Unfortunately, I cannot access anything almost above this line, which we've got at least, so we've got 3 here, 1 here, there would be another here, so that we've got 5, and we would need 6, 7, 8, and then probably 9 to finish it off over here, maybe 2 over here. I don't know yet. I just know that the next point was going to be this corner. So we're changing things up. I'm not going to use these. I'm not going to use the included hardware simply because to finish this project, we would have to remove the bumper. To remove the bumper, there's a seal on here that I've got to remove as well. That seal has been RTV'd to the car or glued to the car or something where I cannot get it off without ripping the seal completely apart. Which I'm going to order a new one, but I want to finish this up today. So what we're going to do, I went and got a rivet tool from a good friend of mine. He gave me some of the self-expanding rivets. So all we'll have to do is drill the hole, insert, use the tool, and that's it. It's done. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to start by removing this piece here. drilling this hole slightly larger and then using the rivet, because I want to make sure that we're kind of going upward with this so that we're not, creating pressure here that when we come back to this one, it creates a different kind of pressure and it screws things up. But just hang tight. We're going to get through this. All right, so we drilled the hole slightly larger using a 3/16 rather than whatever the other size was. I want to say it was like 5/32 or something. This is the first time I've ever done riveting. So we have pushed this up inside, made sure she is solid in there. Now, I was half expecting this to break apart on its own. Again, shows how much I've ever done this in the past. There we go. Maybe I just didn't do it enough. All right. So we have to do that a few more times. We're going to do one up here, one here, and then I'll make a choice on these two over here. But I'll be back with y'all once this is done. So I decided to go ahead and include y'all on this part as well, just to kind of show, trying to go nice and slow, make sure she doesn't walk. And we're gonna hold it because it will try to pull. Just like that. So what I like to do is I like to reverse the drill. Let it eat away some of the inside. And now you can see it's holding a lot better. Or rather, it's not pulling. And again, kind of same thing here. We just want to make sure that hole is nice and clean and smooth, especially because we're getting ready to put a rivet in. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and finish up one here, and we'll figure out something over here. And I'll be right back with y'all. All right, so I did go ahead. This one done, this one, this one, this one. Now, I had 3 underneath already done. So that just kind of shows. I went ahead and removed the bolts, the hardware that came with it, and just went with the black rivets because honestly, I like that look a lot more. But